Hi. Just wanted to give you some heads up on a whole house Generac generator. If you don't know that much about them, I sure didn't when I first moved into this house. And it's an interesting piece of equipment. It's attached to a gas tank, LP tank, and what they told me was it lasts about a week. So if you're going to buy a house here in Florida or anywhere that has a whole house generator, these are some of the things you want to know and you want to make sure of before you buy the house. Number one, should have a green light on the side of it, just like that. If it doesn't have a green light, if it has a yellow light, means it needs service. If it doesn't have a light at all, then there's a problem. The other thing, you can open it up if it's not locked. This one does have a lock, and you can look at the panel, ready to run, etc. Another green light. If that's not lit up or there's nothing going on there, then there's a problem. I mean, you can see this thing is like a little engine, and that powers your whole house. It will come on when the power goes out. So there's an easy test for that, and a realtor can do it, you can do it. It comes over here to a panel on the side of the house. Those green lights are the surge protector for the house, so that means everything's good. You don't want to mess with that. That's for the fire department. They put a sign on the electrical box, generator on site, so what fire department or whoever will do is they'll definitely cut the power out completely to the generator and everything. They'll hit this button here. That'll disengage the generator before they start putting out a fire, because the generator is going to come on automatically if it's in operation. Then you have this panel here, and what this panel has inside of it says do not pressure wash. Make sure you don't do that. When you open that up, you see a switch. Now what you can do is, to test the generator, is you switch that off. Just pull that switch off. That'll cut the power to the house. And when the power to the house is cut, the generator will start in like 5 seconds. The motor will start up. And then after about 10 more seconds, it will supply power to the house. So in about 15 seconds, you'll get power into the house. So an easy fix, even if you can't get inside the house, you can test the generator by flipping that switch off, and then you'll at 5 seconds you'll hear that generator come on, and then it will let me set this panel down here. And that's an easy check for a generator, a whole house generator. I'm not going to do it because we've already tested ours, but that's what you want to know for a whole house generator, Generac in particular, and that's the most common that you'll find is a Generac. And we didn't know that. So when we bought the house, you know, it was a big old thing that has a whole house generator. When we moved into the house, realized the generator's not working. They also set up the generator for a once a week run, where it doesn't power the house, but the engine runs at a certain particular time once a week, so it keeps the engine lubricated and things like that. So you might notice that if it runs at the particular time that you're looking at the house or whatever. But those are the things that are set up, and Generac has it all set up. You have to find a dealer. Most of the time on pieces of the equipment, it'll tell you who the electrician is, and then you can call them and have them come out. But if not, if you can't find anything that tells you who the electrician is, then you can just go online, find someone close by your house that's a Generac dealer. It'll tell you, and they'll tell you that they're Generac certified, and they'll come out and service your generator, or they can look it up. You give them, if you can get inside of it, they'll have keys to it. But if you can get inside of it and find the numbers to it, I'll open it up a little bit here, say like that. Yeah, if you can get to the numbers, then they can tell you all kinds of information about the machine, and when it was last serviced, what was taken care of. They'll try to get you into a service contract, you know, once a year thing, and you pay them a certain price and they come out and do certain things. But you know, you got to be careful too about the warranties. I found out that the warranty is almost nothing. If lightning strikes, it's not going to cover anything. If flood, hurricane, tornado, anything like that, natural disasters, it's not going to cover anything. The only thing that it covers is parts that wear out before they're supposed to. So like there's different panels and different things that, you know, of course it won't cover the battery because that's kind of a thing that wears out anyways. And you know, so it's kind of a thing where, you know, well, do you want it or not want it? You can call the guy and have him come out and just check it over once a year on your own without signing a service contract. If you know how to change oil, you can do that pretty much on your own too, because all it is just like a little engine, and you got an oil fill, a dipstick, you got this tube here comes off and down, and it drains the oil out. Of course, there's a little filter, so you can do all that yourself. The battery's back over here in this compartment, so you just take a few screws off and pull that off, and the battery's there. So if you're handy at all, you can do a lot of work yourself. But you know, you might want to have a guy come out and take a look at it if you're not sure about some things. But at least if you're interested in buying a house with a Generac generator hooked up to it, that's how to check it out. Pull that switch off, 5 seconds, the engine's going to start running, and then another 10 seconds it's going to power up the house. And it's pretty slick. I like it. I didn't know anything about it when we first moved in the house. Ended up spending a lot of money to get it running, but now it's up and running, so we're happy with that. So anyway, thanks a lot. Put a little comments on the page, or ask some questions if you have any more questions. Like it and all that good stuff, and we'll have some more things about buying a house in Florida. Okay, bye for now.